thought this was a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again. Do people who ask and answer their own questions make great lovers? Perhaps.
I'm gonna crochet for an hour, and I'm gonna go for a walk for like 2 hours. I'm gonna go and hang out with myself. So, sorry for being late. It's something I'm gonna work on. I was supposed to be live at 6. It is 8, so I was 2 hours late. That's still really okay because if I can get this better. Yeah, okay,
After
better,
just
yeah.
4 performances, Mark and Tatiana simply
So,
walked away from the production, taking with them 24 of their personally owned horses. The remaining show horses and performers were left stranded at the fairgrounds. There was no feed for the animals, and the performers
let's see if there's another like Love After Locker.
were not compensated. This debacle forced Mark to declare bankruptcy, initiating a financial downfall. The couple faced a series of asset liquidation auctions and numerous claims from unpaid staff and vendors. The pressures of legal battles and financial liabilities took a toll beyond finances, straining the Remleys' marriage and transforming a partnership once aligned by dreams and opulence into one struggling with failure and disillusionment. This led to an eventful 2013 in which the couple separated, filed for divorce, but ultimately chose to reconcile. After Valatar folded, Mark backed Tatiana's next project, a luxury indoor cycling studio named Rhythm and Power in Solana Beach.
I don't know if I should watch some Golden Girls or if I should watch Love After Lockup. Golden Girls.
Well, I hope you're not too upset over this, Doctor.
I've just been thrown out of an unauthorized Elvis fan club. I'm trying to pick up the pieces and go on. And there must be a support group for people like that. Hi, you're still painting out there?
Yeah, but I'm having trouble. I don't know, I think it's impossible to paint autumn in St. Olaf.
How come?
Maybe it's because of the horrible St. Olaf falling leaf story.
Please, Rose, if this is a story about a man named Leaf, I don't want to hear it.
It's not that long.
No. Care to dance?
Not.
Can you believe that?
Was that worth
Oh, I have
waiting 70
nice
years
things for you. Thank you for coming in. I'm really tired. I'm going to try crochet for an hour, but I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've been working on. In July, I will be having 16 of these. I'm going to have bathing suits, and I want to have 16 bathing suits by July. And that's in how much? So here's what I made so far. Here's the bottom.
Sophia, what about your Uncle Guido? He's fine. I got a postcard from him this morning. I don't care what that sales girl said. I look good in that bathing
Here's
suit.
the bottom for that.
You know, sometimes I wish I did live in Brazil.
It's not done yet. It's gonna be. It has more steps. I have to add more to it, but it's okay.
One of you ladies drop this?
Is there any money in it?
Uh-huh.
I
You
dropped
can
it.
tie it really
Different
tight
ideas.
Dorothy, what's going to happen now? There
That
is
is
freedom.
to
The
say.
people in my country are going to read all these books and be confused. But the way things were, we knew what to do.
And then
The
there's
choices
this
were
one.
easy. When there is one road, no one gets lost.
Not necessarily. Back in St. Olaf.
Is this a story about someone getting lost?
Uh-huh.
Well, don't tell us. Show us.
Don't tell us, show us, she
Well, I'm
says.
leaving. I found a compatible roommate.
I'm gonna have my
Here's
shoulders.
my new address and phone number.
Come on, Ma, you're joking.
It's no joke. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. Arrivederci and sayonara.
What is the other one? Oh, here it is.
Geez, you could really say goodbye. Hi, Miles. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't make it tonight. I have a 24-hour buzz. Bug. Well, I'll call you
And
tomorrow.
there's the bottom for it.
Thanks. Bye-bye. I should have told him I have a date with Buzz. God, I hate me right now. What a shame. We finally have something in common and I'm moving.
And here's the one I'm working on right now.
I don't want to talk about it.
The color scheme for this one. I'm excited to see what the bottoms are going to look like because I don't
George
know.
betray me this way? Damn it, those wedding vows were sacred to me. Well, they must have been. I've turned down hundreds, thousands of offers. If we win this thing, I can die a happy woman.
I refuse to be a part of your neurotic need to be number one. Now just let it go.
How many challenges do I have left in life? Seeing if I can get more than halfway across the street before the don't walk sign comes on? Trying to stay awake on the John? Hoping it is the John? Well, I was being operated on. I had an out-of-body experience. I was floating, looking down at myself. It was like...
Like the mirror on your bedroom ceiling? Boy, if this were me, I would be really scared.
When I'm scared, I put my head between my knees.
No, that's for nausea.
When I'm scared, I'm nauseous. You remember what happened when that man tried to steal my purse?
Worked better than Mace.
Wait, I thought Venmo was for paying people.
Yeah, and for everything else.
Everything.
Everything.
Here they come, yeah. Here they come.
You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo.
Isn't it good to be back in the old neighborhood, Dorothy? Watching the kids playing stickball on the corner?
Ma, they were being a man. That's sort of why I called the police.
Well, weren't you listening? Sophia came in and asked Dorothy to drive her to the blood test, and then Dorothy told Sophia that they had a date to go out to dinner Friday night, and then Sophia said that she and the...
Everything in the newspaper. At the metro section.
that she and the girls... Now that he's gotten over her, he's all mine, and I think we appreciate each other more. Everything old and familiar has become new and exciting.
Oh, that's nice. Maybe I should look up one of my old flames.
Yeah, but not Stan. The other one.
Now, Blanche isn't here, and she won't be back for a long, long time.
That's all right. I've been in prison 10 years. I'm real good at waiting.
Can I get you something, Meryl?
No.
Those were lovely letters that you wrote to Blanche.
Well, before we open the doors, I just want to thank you all for taking time away from your own Christmas to provide Christmas for some that are less fortunate. We promise to turn away no one, remembering how Mary and Joseph were turned away at the end.
Reverend Avery, it's always puzzled me. Why didn't Mary and Joseph call ahead for reservations? Gee, I'm not sure about this. I mean, when you think about Christmas, don't you think about giving gifts?
Yes, but that's not the first thing. You know, when I think of Christmas, I think of Christmas in New York. The decorations in Macy's window, the show at Radio City, skaters on the ice at Mitsubishi Center. Blanche, you're never going to feel complete until you get to say goodbye.
You don't understand, Dorothy. If I go to that funeral, he's dead.
Blanche, he is.
Look here, this is when I was crowned Azalea Queen. Wasn't I beautiful then?
And you still haven't lost it.
Actually, this picture was taken 2 years after I lost it.
This money that you forgot to give to the IRS, what did you do with it?
I can't remember what I did with every penny. I know I gave some of it to charity.
Charitable deductions, Blanche, that's great. What was it, United Fund, Greenpeace, you remember?
In 1985, I bought the We Are the World album. Hi. What a day.
Oh, you too?
You know Roger Barton, the man who works in the cubicle next to me? He doesn't like me. Everybody's always liked me. Honey, maybe your chemistry's just off. Everybody doesn't have to like you.
Oh, yes, they do. Dorothy, you're the smart one, and Blanche, you're the sexy one, and Sophia, you're the old one.
What's with Rose?
Oh, Rose thinks her car's been stolen.
No, it hasn't. It's parked right outside.
Lost right.
Well, it wasn't there a minute ago. I swear it. How could it be gone 1 minute and back the next?
Yeah, Frank tends to get ear infections from time to time.
Is he going to be all right?
Oh, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. We'll just keep a close watch on him. Give him 4 drops of this right now, and then once every 2 hours. Give him plenty of fluids so he doesn't get dehydrated. Hey, and I'll check back on you tomorrow.
When are we supposed to sleep? Not that I mind. I was born to heal.
Heal!
You girls were right about getting Miles on my turf. Oh, Blanche, and I'm really grateful for you steering the table talk to things I know about. Well, you ought to be. It wasn't that easy working natural fertilizer into the dinner conversation. What are you planning next?
I don't know. Do you think it's too soon to put on the bloopers tape? Oh, why did this have to happen? Just when I meet someone that I feel I have a future with, Ken does this. I mean, I know I should be more supportive, but the fact is, I'm embarrassed.
Don't be ridiculous, Dorothy. You love the man for who he is. It's not like he's driving you around in a tiny car with a giant key on the back. Is he? But it was our 20th anniversary. We had a romantic trip coming.
You must have been the envy of every woman in St. Olaf.
Oh, it was more than the stockyards. We even got to see where Crisco is made. Half the fun isn't getting there. And boy, did your father and I have fun trying for you.
I don't think I want to hear this.
I wasn't going to tell you until you're 60, but I think you can handle that. We lived in New York at the time, and there was the San Gennaro Festival every year. And your father, may he rest in peace until I get there.
Dr. Chang, please.
Well, I think that you are sick. I think you have something called chronic fatigue syndrome. It's fairly recent. There are many theories about it, but most of us believe it's a virus. It just has not been identified yet.
The man's a genius. By the way, I loved Flower Drum Song.
Certainly is. Fine, I'll look it up. And if it isn't in the dictionary, I will.
We don't have a dictionary.
Yes, we do.
Not anymore. The robbers took it.
They stole our dictionary?
That's right. Too bad.
Ma, disdam is not a word. You made it up.
It's a word.
Fine, use it in a sentence.
You're no good at this damn game. Felt about me. It had nothing to do with his size. It was simply that I could never become seriously involved with anybody in show business.
Thank you, Rose. I don't know what to say. And I mean that from the...
Dorothy scared me. What are you doing up so late?
Honey, do you know what's behind that wall that you're banging on?
A lateral fusion pipe.
And do you know what's on the other side of that lateral fusion pipe?
No.
My out! Dog, how could you be so disgustingly cheerful?
It's my folk medicine book. It has the most wonderful hot toddy recipe. Here, taste.
Rose, this stuff should have an octane rating.
I know. Must you do that? She can't help it, Blanche. She has to blow her nose. Or is that a banana? I'll never understand what Jean doesn't see in the opposite sex. But hey, if that's what makes her happy, that's fine by me.
There's one other thing.
Jean thinks she's in love with Rose. Rose? Jean has the hots for Rose? I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Well, I'll bet. To think Jean would prefer Rose over me?
Oh, do you like it? Like it? Oh, honey, I love it. Oh, who wouldn't love a wooden brooch in the shape of a turkey's head?
No, that's a maple syrup spigot. You know what she took back? A set of pearl earrings.
The ones I fell in love with at Jordan Marsh?
Yep. Ho, ho, ho. Well, hi, Norman. My name is Rose. You ready to have some fun? Yes, ma'am.
Here's a list of Norman's likes and dislikes.
But these are only dislikes.
Yeah, that's my Norman. And fortunately for today, he's your Norman. Bye-bye.
Norman, I'd like you to meet my friends. This is Dorothy.
Hello, Norman.
It's the Bride of Frankenstein.
Oh, I'm calm. I'm just calm as can be. And you know why? Because my worst suspicions have just been confirmed. My stunning good looks are fading. Oh, the camera does not lie. And that leaves me with only one choice. I am going to be perfect. I'm going to be gorgeous. I'm going to have my tummy tucked and my butt firmed and my breasts raised and my face lifted. It's a shame to do all that and keep that hair too.
No matter what you think, George, I'm going to try to get work in the entertainment business, but that's just my part. You've got a part too. You've got to be here more.
Well, you never complained before.
Well, the kids were here, I didn't notice. But George, time is important now. And with them gone, we're supposed to be together in a new way. I saw it on a coffee commercial. I think Taster's Choice.
And it's a decision that affects both of us. Sit down. Close your eyes and I'll give you a hint.
Okie dokie.
Well, can you guess what my decision is?
You're becoming Irish?
What is it, Blanche? My commemorative plate from the Citrus Festival just arrived. Oh, can I see it? No, darling, don't touch it. Oh, nobody must touch it. It is very rare. Only the 5 people on the committee get these each year. Oh, look. Have you ever seen a more moving piece of art?
Only at Graceland.
How do you do? I am so glad to finally meet you. Lunch is all set up out on the lanai. Your father tells me you're a classical musician. What do you play?
The English horn.
I didn't know horns had nationalities. Well, I guess it makes sense if jumping beans can be Mexican and fire drills can be Chinese and flies can be Spanish.
But I might do something crazy and put the yellow in the inside here, and then put the
Introducing the
green on the
Cox
outside
Creole
here.
Super Center with 2 locations in Bradenton with thousands of vehicles to choose from and lower payments, lower prices, and lower rates. Plus, industry-leading Cox Advantage benefits you'll love. Visit today or go to coxauto.com.
I can't help it if I'm up and see them watching. I feel fabulous. You know, sometimes I wish I did live in Brazil.
Excuse me. One of you ladies dropped this?
Is there any money in it?
Uh-huh.
I dropped it. Dorothy's parking the car. I have to get a horse in this
Gotta
picture
make
while it's
another
still
ball
fresh in
so
my
that I
mind.
can.
I don't know whether to paint old silver, the horse who brought the news to St. Olaf that the British had no intention of coming, or old Brisker, the horse who, because of a printing error on the ballot slips, was elected water commissioner for 6 months.
Out of the closet, I see.
Yeah, I'm back.
Look, I got a card from Ma.
Oh, Dorothy, read it out loud.
Dear Pussycat, I have everything I need, but it's hard to get a decent bikini wax.
Oh.
Dorothy, I remember you fondly, and the same goes for Blanche and Rita. Wish you were here. No one can reach the 3rd shelf in the pantry. best, Sister Ma.
Just don't like him dating men.
You really haven't grasped the concept of this gay thing yet, have you?
There must be homosexuals who date women. Yeah, they're called lesbians.
So tired. Definitely gonna have to go on a walk with you. I'm gonna go next to the water. I'm gonna have the best time ever. Please, the one person that's in here, get your craft. Get something that you're talented in, something that you're really good at, something that, like, it takes a lot of, like, more other people, it takes longer to do before you become easy. Like, this is what I want this to be. A life that has that.
Oh, how lovely to meet you. What an honor.
The honor is mine. He's a lawyer.
I know who he is.
I'm going out with my friends. Can you give me some money?
What happened to the money I gave you last night?
Let's see. $10 went for cover charge, $10 went for a round of drinks, and the other 10 went into the G-string of a very cute male dancer named Mr. Big. I know that guy. That's just a stage name. Now, wait a minute. You're coaching a baseball player by letting him wear your underwear? Didn't I see this movie? A woman helps a handsome ball player and he goes off to live with the Indians. What was it called? Dances with Bulls?
Oh, you're confusing Bull Durham with Dances with Wolves.
Ah, what's the difference? You get to see Kevin Costner sponsor both of them. Rose, this is terrible. What do you think Dorothy's gonna do? Remember what she was like when you lost her keys? She uprooted a mighty sequoia. Of course, on the other hand, she is off on a romantic cruise, so maybe he'll fall in love with her and she'll come home happy. I'm a dead woman.
Well, a lot of my ex-students were surprised that I wasn't older, but they failed to realize I started teaching right out of college. I really wasn't much older than they were.
Well, I guess when you're 17, 23 can seem rather dangerous and forbidden.
When you're 17, a cow can seem dangerous and what makes you think the newlyweds are going to welcome you on the premises? What are you saying? Uncle Lucas may not be as fond of nasty, hateful, life-scarring barbs as the rest of us are. And your point is? Dorothy and Lucas may not want you around. Say, there's a fly in the Metamucil.
Bet it's a love potion. Rose, come on, honey. There's no such thing as a love potion.
Sure there is, Dorothy. My grandparents got together because of a love potion.
Well, actually, it was a foot salve Gramps accidentally swallowed.
You see, Grandma was the nurse who pumped his stomach, but she was new and she attached the nozzle to the wrong place. Next thing you know, they were engaged.
Oh, Ted, what brings you to Miami?
Oh, I'll grab any chance I can to spend some time with the greatest guy in the world.
My kid brother still looks up to me.
Well, he should. After all, Ted is just a doctor and a pillar of his community. But on the other hand, you were the king of padded toilet seats.
Hey, they sold real well for a while. Even put our daughter through college.
They got me through some tough times, too.
You can work a piece of clay into a piece of beautiful art. You can also work a woman's body into fits of ecstasy and passion and total screaming abandon.
Blanche Devereaux's going on a diet. Could you
That
hold
was
off
funny.
until tomorrow? I got some Sara Lee stock. I'd like to
Total screaming abandon. I'm gonna have to rewind that.
Passion.
They got me through some tough times, too.
You can work a piece of clay into a piece of beautiful art. You can also work a woman's body into fits of ecstasy and passion and total screaming abandon.
Blanche Devereaux's going on a diet.
Could you hold off until tomorrow? I got some Sara Lee stock I'd like to unload. Wait, can I have those gummy bears?
They are good, aren't they?
Oh, I don't need them. Then why do you want them? To play army.
Play army.
Welcome to the guild.
I'm so
We've
tired.
been expecting you.
We're sorry, Dorothy, but the bylaws clearly state that any derogatory remarks about the king are grounds for immediate expulsion.
Maybe you ought to join an organization that is a little less fanatical in its devotion.
Like what, Blanche? The PLO?
I'm glad you asked. Inside this box is my best novelty yet. Not to mention the perfect tie-in to the president's visit. Ladies, the George Bush point of light on a stick.
You know, Dorothy, every now and then it dawns on me you had children with this man. Hi, girl.
Hi, Blanche. You're not going to go to work dressed like that, are you?
No, Rose, I'm going to put on pumps instead of slippers. Why does she even ask such things?
I'll allow the question. Can you believe it? She's been dancing with him for the last half hour.
Don't let it get to you, pussycat.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
All your whining is lasting up the happiest day of my life.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I couldn't help noticing. How do you make your eyes twirl around like that?
It's not hard. I just try to think of two things at once. The pigeon drop.
But he just seems so honest.
Well, that's why it's called a confidence game. I mean, he has to win your confidence or you wouldn't put up the money. It wasn't his idea. The nun suggested it. She was part of the team. They always work in pairs. I don't know what the church is coming to. I thought it stopped with bingo. I don't care what that salesgirl said. I look good in that bathing suit. You know, sometimes I wish I did live in Brazil.
Excuse me. One of you ladies dropped this?
Is there any money in it? I dropped it.
Magda, there are two books that I want you to read. The first one is Thomas Paine's Common Sense. I think it'll give you some idea of what freedom is all about. And the second is Vanna White's autobiography.
Why should I read this?
It's just a hell of a book. You went to my mother's room in the middle of the night?
Many, many times. 2-3 times a week. And she was always so kind and comforting.
I don't understand. Every time I'd knock on her door late at night, she'd say, "Not now, I'm watching Bob Costas."
Sophia doesn't have a TV in her room.
I know.
I've been going through my diaries. Just listen to this. March 3rd, 1967. George, just back from Dallas, surprised me with the most beautiful diamond earrings. I love him so much it takes my breath away. Ours is a love so pure, so complete, it'll outlast time itself. I'll have the earrings of hers next week. It was like I was my own conscience. That's when I knew things were different.
Different how?
I was in that gray area between life and death. Oh, the time has come for me to reevaluate my life, for me to take stock of myself. I just know that there's a part of me that nobody's ever seen.
I find that hard to believe. I must have done it wrong. Maybe I ought to put it on suck.
Oh, hello, ladies.
What'd the doctor say?
Oh, bad news.
What?
Oh, he told me he was married.
Besides that, Blanche.
Oh, well, he was a little concerned because my pulse was slow and misbehaving. Rose, those pants, not with those shoes.
Now, look, Mom, I don't want you to be disappointed if the new tenants don't let us in.
Buenos dias.
Oh, God.
I have some incredible news.
You've been traded to the Rams.
Do you know that nasty butcher down at the deli?
The little guy with 4 fingers?
Walter, the guy in the next cell did? Rode him to Harley, the night guard. He's
hoping to round himself up a date for movie night. I just copied the letters and changed Dearest Harley to Dearest Blanche.
Well, you did make a small contribution, Merrill.
Oh, call me Moose. That's my nickname.
What a coincidence. That was Dorothy's nickname in elementary school. Remember Dorothy? I thought only pregnant teenagers had that expression until I saw Dan Quayle on TV. Well, I can't believe it. It was only yesterday you were selling us cookies. Now she's giving them away.
Yeah, it's true. Eels are a traditional part of a Sicilian Christmas.
Of course, after Christmas, it's eel croquettes, eel hash, eel tetrazzini. I sure miss a traditional St. Olaf Christmas.
Excuse me, Rose, do we have time to run out and get hit by a bus?
Oh, nice people. Sophia, you didn't say anything about parties in the house. Oh, so Peter and Maddie having a few friends over. We're making a bundle. Boy, I wish we had thought of putting in a pay toilet. Hello? It was Dorothy. Hide me. Dorothy, have you seen my teeth?
They're in your mouth, Ma.
I know that. Don't they look good today? I ran them through the dishwasher.
Ma, listen to me. You got Martha Ray and Madge mixed up again. Oh, Ma, look at this. A list I made of things I wanted to do with my life.
You know, I had a list like that, and I've done most of them. Except for Burt Lancaster.
I haven't done half the things on this list. I mean, what am I? I am a substitute teacher. I'll never be rich before I'm 21. I'll never be homecoming queen.
You can still be homecoming queen. It'll just be a different kind of home. Only for a couple of hours. If I had asked, would you have said yes? No. There you go.
That is why Blanche ran out of gas. You've been driving her car, hadn't you?
You know how embarrassing it is to drive a car with a bumper sticker that says, so many men, so little time?
In her all too infrequent letters, Blanche has spoken of you both in glowing terms. I feel real lucky to get the chance to know you personally.
Well, thank you, kind sir.
You'll have to excuse Rose. Every time a man speaks Southern at her, she goes all stupid.
This is Buick, now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR on these 2025 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
Okay, everybody huddle up. We are in the roast chicken phase of life. So let's be vigilant, and let's be normal, and let's throw this dinner party like the goddamn grown-ups we are.
What is wrong with this baby? Honey, darling, please shut up for a plan.
You know, back in St. Olaf, we had a surefire method for getting babies to sleep.
If Herring, Elk, or anyone named Sven figures in this, I don't want to hear it.
Okay, I've got another one.
The existentialist says to the psychiatrist, just because you don't see a parrot on my head. Listen, Rose, I was wondering, if you're not busy Saturday afternoon, the university is playing Shostakovich.
Oh, I'd love to go. And I'll bet we beat them.
Rose, well, come on in. You're missing all the fun. I'll bet you probably thought that a party full of college professors would be stuffy, but not this one.
You're a college professor?
Well, what did you think I meant when I said I taught Hemingway?
I thought you were old.
Hey, sweetheart, you are driving the Lincoln tonight, aren't you?
Sure. Oh, two things. We're doubling with Phil and Nancy tonight. Two things you have to remember. Call them little people. And they hate to be patted on the head. I found out the hard way.
What's with the sardines?
Ma, how are we going to get rid of all of this?
Don't worry, tomorrow we're getting 5 cases of pickled onions.
got so turned on by the festivities one year, he couldn't wait till we got home. So he took me right there behind the sausage and pepper stand. Hey, we were behind the garbage cans. It's not like we were in front of everybody.
But that happens in other diseases as well. You take multiple sclerosis. Some people have 20-year remissions. Others wind up in wheelchairs. There are variations.
You're a genius. All you people are brilliant. Chinese invented pasta, you know. We take credit for it, but we just added oregano. Oh, my God, I'm so tired. Oh, come on, you can sleep right here. Tell me a story, Ro. That always puts me to sleep. It works every time. Just tell me one of your boring stories. Okay. They're 90s. One was 102 in Minnesota. So, Rose, you know how they freeze dead people to preserve them and then bring them back? That's like living in Minnesota. The cold slows down the aging process. Oh, I would move there in a shot if only they had men there. We have men in Minnesota. Farmers, Rose.
Farmers.
Oh, he's dead. Wrong way driver hit him head on. Totally dead, ma'am. Crunch, crunch.
Oh, no.
Puts me on hold and then eats Doritos while he tells me my life is over. Oh, Rose has to tell her. Rose won't eat chips. I never eat chips. I don't like them. They fall in my bra. The dial, so I did, and I tuned in right in the middle of this contest. They were looking for the 12th caller. Well, 12 has always been my lucky number, so I pulled over, and I got my change ready. I always keep 2 dimes in the crook of the door handle for emergencies. And by the time I got through, I was the 12th caller. I won 4 tickets to the Frank Sinatra concert. You get your bohunkus back in here and listen to what I have to say. And Mr. Minky was stamping my book, and his tie caught in the stamping machine. He'd have choked to death if I hadn't cut his tie with my Girl Scout knife. Well, he was so overwhelmed with gratitude, he let me check my book out for a whole week. What's so special about that? Oh, usually he'd only let you check a book out for an hour. Mr. Minky always said books belong in a library.
Really, Rose? I always thought Churchill said that at Yalta. I couldn't sleep either, huh?
No, I guess it must be the knife in my back.
Come again?
I wasn't going to say anything about this, Dorothy, but I won't be able to sleep until I do. I feel that you have backed me into a corner. And when I am backed into a corner, I come out fighting like a wildcat. Unless I've had too much to drink, in which case I slide down the wall and make mad, passionate love on the carpet.
We're only thinking of you.
Well, I'm only thinking of me, too. And if you two can't adjust to my new lifestyle, well, maybe we have a problem here.
No, Rose. You're the one who has a problem.
Are you telling me that I can't live my life the way I want? Not if it means disrupting everybody else's life, Rose. You're getting impossible to live with. Is that so? Well, then I guess there's just one thing to do. I guess I'll just have to move out.
Man, I can't wait till it's 9, because once it's 9, I'm gonna go on this walk, and I'm really excited for that. And once I go on this walk, then I get to go sleep. Come back and sleep.
Can't help it if I'm up and see them watching. It's outrageous how this flavor got 'em shook. I feel fabulous.
It was Angela. They're sleeping together just like I suspected. I'm going over there to kill her. I'll be back in time for Wheel of Fortune. you're in there? Who is it? You can run, but you can't hide. Run, I can barely walk. Fine, rub it in.
Love surprise parties. It kind of reminded me of a party back in St. Olaf when I was a little girl. Big Sven and Little Sven were celebrating the first anniversary of their smoked herring hoagie house. And Big Sven...
I'll get it. It's my cake. Stand back, I'll get it.
Ah, that looks like a cookie.
I don't know how to thank you all for helping me with this test. Pay us.
It's our pleasure, Rose.
Well, that wire vibrates and it's supposed to whisk hair away from below the skin.
I don't know whether I want to use this. It says it's going to hurt.
That's good.
And try it on your right leg and then use the hot wax on your left one.
Rose, I was just thinking about you.
Really?
Yeah, my hand was throbbing.
Well, then I'd have to do it. You'd be my friend.
Then we're friends.
You mean it?
Just don't forget to leave me alone.
Well, that's what friends are for.
See you, pal.
Thank you, Roger. You don't know what it means to me to hear you say that. See you, buddy.
Fun with each other than we do. You remember that night on the beach when I pretended my hand was a big old sand crab crawling up your thigh? We wrapped ourselves up in that big old blanket and you just about jumped out of your skin when I showed you that Savannah twister. You remember that?
Are you all right, Mr. Gordon?
Yes, I'm fine.
Sorry, it won't happen again.
I can't sleep. And what's worse, I went to Sophia's room for one of our talks. And then I remembered she left, thanks to you, Dorothy.
You had late night talks with my mother?
All the time.
And she gave you hard candy?
No. I'd ask, but she was always afraid I'd choke on it.
Blanche, I want to thank you. I'm really having a good time.
You know, Dorothy, there's a thin line between having a good time and becoming an obvious wanton slut. I know, my toe's been on that line.
Sophia, I was hoping we could dance.
Don't try to kissy up. It's too late. The blight is coming. A plague on both your houses.
Actually, I have 4 houses and a summer home.
Then suddenly tonight I was with a familiar, and I must say, surprisingly agile old friend.
So what are you going to do now?
Oh, you do have a problem, Dorothy. How do you break off a relationship when the sex is great? When the sex is lousy, it's easy. 2 more dates and it's over. You know, just to make sure. You think the advice I gave was bad just because it devastated 4 lives?
Blanche, when are you going to realize you have to be responsible? This isn't a game. You're playing around with the emotions of real human beings.
I've made a decision. I'm going to go see Tony. Don't do that. Now you have him right where you want him.
I'm not listening to you anymore. Dorothy was right. You got me into trouble. You got Rose into trouble. You'd get Dorothy into trouble if anyone was interested.
The other inmates found out how much I love to dance. DA offered me a deal. I turned state's evidence, which put my client, Mr. Moran, away for a long, long time. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're a snitch.
No, I'm not a snitch. I'm an informant.
Oh, a snitch in a tie.
The point is, it all would have been behind me, but he escaped.
It's not cute once you pass 80.
Oh, I thought I heard company. Come here, you.
Aurora just got up, so you may not be able to put her down for a nap this afternoon.
Oh, that's all right. I enjoy it when she's awake.
Mother, this is so unlike you. You've never really liked babies.
Rebecca, go home. You are interfering in mine, the baby's bonding time.
You know the story of Elsie Holdenfelder?
Absolutely, Rose. That one's even more popular in Europe than it is here.
I met a beautiful young Sicilian aerobics instructor, gorgeous eyes, and angelic mouth, and behind there must have been made on a Saturday because even the good Lord himself would want to take a day off to admire.
You missed a sensational concert tonight.
I'm glad I didn't go tonight. Who needs the crowds, the hassle?
You're sounding old, pussycat. It's not a hearing aid that makes you old. It's what you're becoming by not getting one. Think of what you're missing, all the things I hear. The birds singing, the wind in the trees, the sound of the ticker tape telling you Xerox has gone up to... My health. Did I mention I've got my health? And what happens to your dream? You were going to be the first Petrillo to go to college. You were going to be a teacher.
I'm still going to be a teacher, Ma. This won't change that. Now, when you say an hour, does that include everything?
Oh, God, Dorothy, we got to get you married.
Stan's asked me to marry him.
But who? Who could we get? Who?
I told Stan yes.
Did you sign anything?
Do you like saving money? Don't answer that. It's a rhetorical question. Who doesn't like saving money? You know, it's also...
This guy's on this commercial
Did you know that Mint Mobile
all the
is
time.
just
Like,
$15
dude,
a month for
you
premium
are
wireless?
money. You
I'm not
have
sure
a
that's
lot of
a
money.
rhetorical
Why are you
question,
talking
but I
about
also
other people's money?
don't know how you'd answer me
Give
because
money.
that
Just
doesn't
give
work that
people
way
money, sir.
with commercials.
This
Who
guy.
thought this was a good idea? Damn it, I do it again.
Blanche, you're one of the most attractive women I've ever met.
But 5 dates. 5 dates. You haven't laid a finger on me. You haven't tried to sleep with me once.
Sleep with you on the 5th date? Boy, talk about your fast track in the 90s. Blanche, maybe I should explain something to you. I dated my high school sweetheart for years. We married right out of school, and we were both virgins on our wedding night.
I could never make you happy.
If you could not make her happy, good luck with the mean Swedish machine. I understand, Sven. Go on. Go on.
I'm coming, Olga. Oh, Cousin Rose, thank you. Oh, thank you all. Oh, wait, what about my clothes?
They're ugly. Any other questions? Things like, who do you like better, me or Hitler? Who's got the snappiest boots, me or Hitler? Who's got the cuter girlfriend, me or Hitler? And you always had to answer, Mussolini. Otherwise, they forced you to play the lightning round. They used real lightning.
Oh, come on, Ma, you're making this up.
Like hell I did. Goods and Todman brought it to the United States, changed a few of the rules, and called it Tattletales. If you had to pick between me and Rose, who would you pick? Come on, pull yourself together. Oh, sorry. Does Rose know?
No.
Oh, good. I don't think you ought to tell her. After all, she's not as worldly and sophisticated about these things as I am. Absolutely. If she finds out Danny Thomas is a lesbian, it'll break her heart. I just got a call from Thor Anderson in St. Olaf. He's going to be in Miami next week, and we're getting together for dinner and to talk about old times.
So?
I don't know a Thor Anderson in St. Olaf. But he certainly knew me.
Blanche, I know you need some time to think it over.
You're damn right I do. We're talking about a vital organ in my body here.
I know.
You gonna give it to her or not, Sophia? What does it mean, a little less bourbon?
It's a big decision, Sophia. She's got to think about it.
She's family. If you can't count on family, who the hell can you count on? She's Italian. It's a partially eaten pork chop. He had beautiful teeth, didn't he?
This has to be a fake. Elvis would never have left this much meat on it. Hello, Mr. Weinstein.
My goodness, as I live and breathe.
Unfortunately.
You're little Dorothy Petrillo.
That's right.
You haven't changed a bit. Same gorgeous smile, pretty eyes, beautiful figure, long golden blonde hair.
You have cataracts, don't you, Mr. Rice? Hello? I'm Dorothy Zbornak. I have an appointment about the vice principal's job. Yes, unfortunately, my car broke down. I'm stuck here at the auto mechanics. Is there any way that Mr. Pratt could see me later this afternoon? He could. 4:45 would be perfect. Thanks so much. I'll see you then.
I don't think I'm going on this walk.
$20 to win on Mars Map.
You want to try and put it till 9? Watch the movie and go to sleep.
Nothing's gonna happen.
How could you do that to me?
Why are you making such a thing?
Leave me alone. I hate you.
Just a little lover's quarrel. Please go on with the party. I'm going to see what's wrong.
Rose, hi. How did shopping go? Great. Great. It was great. Very great. Best shopping ever. I was just gonna make some lemonade. I bet you girls could really use some. Great.
Fine. All right. Bye-bye.
What did he say?
He said he has something important he wants to talk about.
Oh, that's my favorite line. Dorothy, you'll be sorry.
Come on, we liked each other. He's a funny, warm, giving man. He made me laugh. I'm seeing him.
All right, go ahead, meet your adulterer. But remember, you were brought up a lady. Keep both your feet on the floor. I don't see Blanche. Oh, she said she'd be over right after her hair appointment if she wanted to look her best for Charmaine's big day.
Blanche is handling this a lot better than I would. I would kill Gloria if she ever wrote about my sexual escapades.
You'd kill your sister over a pamphlet?
Yes.
Hi, girls. Rose. How was dinner with Bud?
The only people who can fully check
He
his
asked me to go to
family.
Europe with him.
Because you gotta humble yourself. Family humbles you.
Rose, what about Miles?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. For some reason, Buzz just doesn't want to take Miles with us.
I waited up for you until 2 in the morning, and you still weren't home.
Oh, yeah, Gertie and I and some of the girls went to Wolfie's to pick up guys.
I called Wolfie's at 11. You weren't there.
Guess who got lucky?
Believe me, Mrs. Devereaux, if I'd known he was dead, I never would have left Dallas.
Well, now you know. Goodbye.
I know this is painful for you, but there's so much I need to know. What did he do for a living? Was he funny? Did he have any hobbies?
He had at least one. He lost his nerve at the door.
Look, if you are right, I think you're taking this too lightly. Sure, he may be infatuated with you, but he also might be some kind of nut.
Oh, I tell you, the boy's in love. Rose, what do you think? A 6th grade psycho with a granny complex.
Wait, I thought Venmo was for paying people.
Yeah, and for everything else.
Everything.
Everything.
You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this. This is where it's at. Hey!
Now you can Venmo everything.
Hungry?
Get the Venmo debit card. Get up to 15% cash back.
Where do we go to next? Today's the day we're gonna find Soldado.
We found something!
Those are raiders. The last Inca emperor left behind a gold bracelet as the key.
How's Blanche?
She's fine. She'll be up and back on her back in no time. Sophia, it's been wonderful watching you take care of Blanche all week. I feel like a regular hospital worker. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I just took all the money and jewelry out of her nightstand. There's my money, old woman. I knew that would get her up. I was born to heal. Oh, he just muttered something in Latin. I explained to him that Simon and I have been going out every night, and it's just fatigue.
And then what did he say?
He wants to match the heartbeats that this records to my activities. So for the next 24 hours, I have to write down everything I do. And you're not embarrassed to have him read that smut? The doctor said it would help if I stirred up some memories.
Ma, you can't come back there alone.
No kidding. I'm 83. I walk to the driveway. It's a coin toss whether I get back. You're coming with me.
I am.
What the hell? You paid. Look, I can deal with losing some of my memory. If I didn't have to remember what's her name over here, I wouldn't care.
Hi. Hey, Sophia. Stephen, nice to see you again.
Dorothy, it's nice to see you. Do you mind if I get something to drink? I must have sweat off 10 pounds today.
You played a lot of tennis?
Tennis?
You're special too. And do you know why? Because you're you. And there is nobody else like you in the whole world. Do you understand that?
Only an idiot wouldn't understand.
Mary Ellen, I'm completely lost. Could you run that by me again?
I want Blanche.
Break out the finger sandwiches. Mr. Astaire looks like he's hungry.
I'm Meryl. Are you Blanche?
No.
How about you, cutie?
Boy, this guy's done hard time.
Well, I'm due at church in about half an hour. They're starting to serve Christmas dinner at 1 o'clock. I better get ready.
Hey, Rose. Rose, could you use some extra help?
Oh, we could use all the help we can get.
Then I'm going with you.
Hey, count me in. Since I didn't get a gift I have to bury out in the backyard, but I'm feeling all Christmassy too.
Ma, you coming?
But I rented Scarface.
I mean, none of us wants to go shopping in this terrible heat. So why don't we just put names into a hat, and then we just have to pick out a gift for the one person whose name we pick.
There's only one problem with your plan, Pussycat. One of us is going to get the gift from Rose.
All right. You seem to be getting a little bit too much pleasure out of all this.
I'm sorry, Blanche. It's just that you've always described yourself as being a great beauty, and it's interesting to see that you were fat.
Enough.
I'm sorry. Fat water rat, 50 bullets in it.
I'm so good at this.
That's beginning to shine through.
It was so much easier when I was married. I'd buy something expensive. George would yell at me. I'd put on a see-through nightie, and that'd be the end of it. Why can't the government work that way?
According to the newspapers, a lot of times it does. Call the neighborhood patrol. If it actually was stolen, one of their cars will probably spot it.
The phone book is missing.
The car's missing, the phone book is missing. If you had a car phone, this would all come together.
Dorothy's pouring out your might show a little compassion.
Catch me on a day when the story's about me.
Maybe he's just a hypochondriac.
Really?
Well, let's take a look. So, you've been keeping these ladies busy, have you?
Oh, I didn't mind. I have such a highly developed maternal instinct. Excuse me, I'll get the coffee.
Dinner was delicious, Rose. What was it?
It's a Scandinavian specialty, Kaldolmar.
Never heard of that before, but it's marvelous.
Well, you just throw together some ground pork and cabbage.
Cabbage she serves me. In 10 minutes, I could be skywriting.
Seeing him push those little pigs around in a baby carriage. Getting hit with a bucket of confetti anytime you want. And sitting up there in the stands, watching him sweep that spotlight into a little circle. And
I'm almost there. I'm almost there. So tired.
It's getting hot in here.
Well, then call Enrique Massenet. He'll make your fuss for you. Right there on television. You gotta stand up for your rights, Rose.
All right, maybe I'll call Rose. Well, I just feel overwhelmed. How could this have happened? Charlie and I were so careful with our money. We saved, we never splurged. Okay, 1 year we went to Chicago to tour the stockyards.
Rose, that's a terrific story and surprisingly on subject, but I don't think that Blanche wants to hear about uncontented cows right now.
It's not that I mind becoming a young grandmother again. Nobody believes it anyway.
Please.
It's just that it seems so unnatural. No daddy for the baby, and no fun trying.
It's okay, Mrs. Sabornak. I'm finished. You've seen some wonderful doctors, but I really can't agree with their findings. There are new diseases arising all the time, things that we don't necessarily have tests for. But that doesn't mean the diseases don't exist.
See how terrific the Chinese are with the most terrific food. Tasty, but not fattening. And I don't care what anyone says. I don't get hungry an hour.
I don't get hungry an hour later.
History professor seeking non-smoking Oriental woman who is into Wesson oil and bears a resemblance to Florence Henderson.
Is that sign Doug?
Yes.
I know him. He's a sick man.
I'm terribly sorry for this mix-up. Goodbye.
Oh my God, I don't believe this. This was a lovely afternoon. Oh, I'll say, I just love the legitimate theater. You know, I missed Mr. Lee J. Cobb, the salesman. I missed Mr. Marlon Brando in Streetcar Named Desire. Well, I was damned if I was going to miss Mr. Dick Butkus and Pal Joey. And there's a brand new water heater in the garage and full company in all the bedrooms.
There's like 18 more stitches and I'm fatigued.
Oh, look, it's a letter from my friends Philomena and Dominic Bosco back in Sicily. Oh. They're visiting Miami and they're bringing their daughter Gina. Who are they?
Well, Gina and I were born within minutes of each other at the same hospital in Brooklyn. That's when Mom became friendly with Philomena, before the family moved back to Sicily.
Will the Boscos be staying with us, Sophia? Unless there's a bidding war with the neighbors. Well, even if we lose, at least they'll be close by.
Yvonne, we want to join a gym.
Well, what kind of exercise are you interested in?
Oh, nothing radical. Just lose a few pounds.
Tone up.
Yeah, slim down.
Get into my summer wardrobe. Get into my winter wardrobe.
Get into my bathrobe. Yvonne, we are desperate women. You've got to help us.
I know just what you need. Aerobics. It's what I do.
But Yvonne, you're much younger than they are. Those are mine, Sophia. Oh, well, let me put on my big surprise face.
Oh, I just wish there was something we could do for the poor thing.
There is. I want to sort of adopt Lily and visit her often. I'm going to need rides. Oh, you can count on us.
Oh, we sure can. Absolutely. Now, come on, it's getting late. Let's get dinner. Notice how they seem to follow you wherever you go?
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Barry. Come on in.
I just wanted to drop off Blanche's earrings. They must have fallen off in my car the other night.
I'll get Blanche for you. She's in the kitchen.
No, don't do that. Actually, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
What is it, Barry?
Rose, I find you very attractive. Much more attractive than most of the women I come in contact with.
I was worried about Rose. I'm a member of this family, too.
Sorry. Oh, that's really very sweet. Considering we have to get up so darn early tomorrow for that commercial.
I said she was family. I'd do anything for that girl. Well, is everybody ready for a spirited game of Guggen Spritzer? Anyway, I was about 8 years old when I first met Kathy Lee on the playground. We became fast friends. Just as thick as Louisiana blackstrap molasses on a steak of Johnny cakes as high as an elephant's knee.
On a riverboat floating down the Mississippi Delta. Finish the damn story, Flash!
I also considered auditioning for the Actors Studio.
Why does every fighter become an actor? Just once I'd like it the other way around. If for no other reason than to see Chevy Chase get his butt kicked. I swear, sometimes I think I just want to throw in the towel and take an early retirement. I wonder if you can collect Social Security at $49.50.
$49.50. What is that, Blanche? The address of the Social Security building?
Dorothy, I have terrible news. We don't have an MC for the talent show. Kent Ferguson, the KTMB weatherman, has just dropped
Even though my eyes are rolling back and my hair is
He's
so
filling in
tired.
for Willard Scott on the Today Show. It seems Willard ate some bad scallops on the air that he got through the mail.
I'm gonna make the bottoms tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
He wandered over to the critics' corner and lost his cookies on Jean's channel.
Hey, once you hear happily ever after, it's over.